Chris, the Dating Doc here. Make sure you click and subscribe, okay? Many of you are coming from all different parts of the dating manosphere or sphere overall dating space, okay? Everything from female clients that become fans after learning about my advice. We have folks from the MGTOW, Raging Red Pill, Black Pill community. We have fellow dating coaches that jump on board and want to see what I'm all about, and everything in between. Spanish speakers, etc., etc. But what we're going to talk about Whitney Wolfe Herd, who is the founder and CEO of Bumble. As we all know, Bumble has to be arguably one of the top 3 dating apps out there. And she's responsible, again, this is what she says, she may be responsible for the naming of one of the top dating apps that we know of nowadays. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about how Whitney Wolfe Herd is now a billionaire. That's right. So Bumble went public. Okay, they announced their IPO February 11th, which I think is pretty cool, coincidental, a couple days before Valentine's. We're going to go through 2 articles here. The first one is going to go into how her stock, her announcement of going public has made her a billionaire, and also some background information which you may find a little bit interesting about Whitney Wolfe Herd. So first off, again, like I talked about, she has gone public. Okay, so Bumble and also Badoo, which is a company that she purchased in 2019, which is part of Bumble, has gone public. They're able to raise $2.2 billion from investors as it went public. Now, facts don't have feelings, folks, okay? If you're coming from the manosphere and you're talking about, hey, here comes a woman who is now a billionaire, facts don't have feelings. She's able to gain a membership of predominantly females that have become members on this platform. Why is Bumble so popular? Well, first off, put yourself in the shoes of someone who's consistently getting the same type of messages, getting unsolicited pics, right? Now, I'm sure some men would not mind unsolicited pics from women, but just keep in mind getting this bombarded, right? Your aunt, your daughter, your mom, if she was younger using these apps, getting bombarded by this type of stuff. Bumble, they flipped the script on this. What they decided to do was the woman must initiate first. I actually found Bumble to be one of the better apps out there because of that. Because now it filters out these webcam, wannabe, follow my IG, follow my social media type woman. Now you're going to still see that on Bumble. I've seen that. I've swiped enough to see that you're still going to get some of that overlap. You're still going to get some attention-seeking woman on it. But for those that are a little bit more witty, a little bit more classy, they're not part of the WAP culture, you're going to see them on Bumble and not Tinder. All right, so let's keep on here. So Wolfe Herd rang the opening bell from Bumble's offices in Austin with her 1-year-old son by her side. I think that's pretty cool that her son was able to witness that, see her mom get to the heights of taking a company public. Again, $1.5 billion payday, right? All right, that's already rare. Rare self-made female billionaire. Only 20, this is a fun fact, only 20 have taken their companies public. Only 20 women have been able to take their own company that they founded and gone public with it. So I thought that was pretty awesome there. There you see a picture, okay? Again, 1-year-old kid being able to look back, decades from now and be like, hey, mama did it, okay? Whether you agree, disagree, she did it. Facts don't have feelings. The numbers don't lie. There's a reason that her company went public. Also, Badoo is a company, again, that is under Bumble. Real popular in Latin America. When I was in Mexico City, that was the app. Tinder was not even in the sphere of popularity compared to Badoo. So the fact that she has that at her helm, that's part of her portfolio of companies. Her top competitor is Match Group Limited. Now, what's interesting about Match Group Limited is they own Match, obviously that being their flagship company. They own also Tinder and Hinge and a whole host of other sites. I remember when there was a website called SinglesNet. SinglesNet was kind of popular. And then this was, as early as about 2010 or 11, they snatched it up. POF, another website that they own. OkCupid, another website that they own. I remember when these were standalone websites, and Match is like the big Pac-Man of the dating industry, and they ate it up. But they got someone on their heels, which is what Wolfe Herd is doing. She has bought Bumble and Badoo. Again, she's trailing Match, but hey, you never know, okay? With businesses, I mean, let's look back at Blockbuster, right? Blockbuster was the king. People didn't pay attention to Netflix, and now all of a sudden, what's Blockbuster, right? So business is interesting, especially in the dating space. So let's see, a few hours after ringing the opening bell, watch her son play, bam, bam, boom, got that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the link up here for this first one. I'm not gonna get too bogged down on this. Now, what I find interesting is the fact that I asked, hey, is this woman married? Okay, not for me, I mean, she lives in Austin, so players got to do what a player's got to do, right? I can drive up there and go see her, but no. She is married to Michael Herd, who is he's a heir. There you go. There's not my Puerto Rican coming out. He's an heir to a oil and gas company founded by his grandpops, his granddad. And again, this gives kind of a 411 on who Whitney Wolfe Herd is. She's kind of got the little Lady Gaga vibes in that picture right there. Got the whole yellow thing going on with a high bun. So Whitney Wolfe Herd graduated from my rival University of Texas. Okay, but hey, she grew up in Texas, or at least, I'm sorry, she went to school in Texas. But international studies, what she studies, or undergrad in. And that's actually, let me correct myself, Southern Methodist University in Texas. Launched her first business at 19 years old, nonprofit. I think that was pretty cool. What she ended up doing was she designed tote bags that were sold to fund relief efforts. I thought that was really cool. And did some local orphanage volunteering in Southeast Asia. Came back to the States, and she was involved as the director of marketing for Tinder. Tinder being one of the companies that are under Match Group Limited. She left after allegations of sexual harassment by her ex-boyfriend. So she got $1 million off the cuff off of that. And then she launched Bumble. Bumble launched 2 years after Tinder. So that's actually pretty quick if you think about it. If you think about creating an app, programming, designing it, and then getting funding for it, which she received from a Russian billionaire, Andrei Andreev, who's the founder of Badoo. Now, same thing too with this article. I'm going to go ahead and leave the link if you want to check it out, learn more about who she is. Michelle Wolfe Herd is obviously a very successful entrepreneur, regardless of gender. She is involved in the dating space, which is important and relevant to what I do. I've had clients that I have optimized their pages for Bumble, their Bumble profiles. I have had folks that have met their significant other or their friends with benefit off of Bumble. So it is a platform that's going to drive a lot of interactions and connections, especially in this time that we're living in. So I'll leave the link, but it is worthwhile for you to know who are the powers that be, who's behind all this, who's creating these connections. Now, I'll leave with this, which is my only critique of dating apps and the swipe culture is that you have monetized. You have monetized the market literally. You talk about NASDAQ. You're monetizing a process that was supposed to be a little bit more human. It's almost analogous to a company forcing plants to grow faster, right? Dating, love, sexual connection, all of that takes a little bit of time. And we have almost looked at the convenience of dating apps to replace the organic, natural magic that happens when you approach someone at a bar or a bookstore or coffee shop. So that's my only critique about dating apps. I've mentioned that in other material, but hopefully you liked it. Again, learn more about her and click and subscribe. Support the Dating Doc, because when you support the Dating Doc, I support the dating community. Take care. Thank you for watching this video. If you're interested in this kind of content, make sure to visit our website, TheDatingDoc.com. There you'll find upcoming video speed dating events. Also sign up for matchmaking or book your own session with me, the Dating Doc.